Hi, so you want to learn French? Well, it's not difficult, really. If you have the right method, if you're disciplined, motivated, motivation is important. If you have a French girlfriend you want to impress, well, you knock on the right door. Why? I'm not like, I don't have a huge ego, but I believe in my method. Everyone is different. Well, we have to be sensitive to this detail, this important detail. Okay? So if you want to be fast and learn fast, you have to know yourself if you're visual, if you're auditive, if you need to combine different techniques, okay? If you need to immerse yourself, to interact. But you can take all the methods you want as long as you're paying attention, meaning it's not just listening, it's paying attention to the words, the way we formulate things. You can really go far. I'd say within 3 months, if you take 2 classes per week, if you're very disciplined, I'm not saying I'm gonna give you lists of vocabulary to memorize by heart. No. But if you're disciplined, motivated, and if you use the right strategy, you can start interacting with people, with the French native speakers. It can be in Canada, it can be in France, in Belgium, in Switzerland, etc. So the cheapest way to say, how are you? I'm fine, in French is ça va? Ça va? Intonation is important. Ça va? And you answer, ça va. You see why the intonation is important? Because the first ça va is a question, and the answer is I'm fine, ça va. Okay? So we can also be like, comment ça va? Ça va. Ça va bien. I'm fine. I'm doing well. I'm great. Another secret is you cannot always use and follow a literal translation. You have to be very, how can I say that, creative. You have to be able to adapt to the situation. Okay, a word taken out of a specific context can have so many different meanings. The same in English, to get can have different meanings. Okay, to lay, to lie can have different meanings. So the context is important. Comment ça va? Ça va. Ça va bien. If you're not sure, you can just say comme ci, comme ça. Okay, comme ci, comme ça. We can start with something a tiny bit more specific here. You have to be confident in yourself. There are many students who are not confident and they feel like it's going to take forever to learn something. If you start with this idea, you're not going to progress. But believe me, trust yourself, and you'll retain more information, you'll digest more information, and you will be able to interact. There are different steps when you learn a language. It is fine to hide in your cocoon with your book, your textbook, your theory, but you also need to practice everything you've been learning. So you can hide, but there is a point where you're going to have to interact with people. Okay. We can start with the similarities in French and in English. We can start with, okay, so what are the similarities? There are many words ending in ible, I-B-L-E, and able, A-B-L-E. They are the same in French. There are some exceptions, believe me, but we have to start somewhere. The formula is, if the word ends with I-B-L-E or A-B-L-E, able, well, in French, we have the same spelling, the same meaning, but the pronunciation is different. So let's say possible in French, possible. Impossible, impossible. I'm not gonna say impossible, no, impossible. Let's say table, a table, table. Comfortable, confortable. Be careful. In English, we have a M. In French, we have a N. Confortable. Acceptable, acceptable. So, ibon, ible. Possible, possible. Table, table. Able, able. Okay. In French, there is a very common thing to say, c'est la vie. And you guys, in English, some of you already know this expression. C'est la vie. It is life. Or it is the life. That would be a literal translation. C'est la vie. It is. C'est. We can use the words possible, acceptable, impossible with it is. It is possible. C'est possible. It is acceptable. C'est acceptable. We combine the sonorities in French. I'm not going to bother you with that right now. Okay, I'm not going to confuse you with a lot of stuff. One thing at a time, one step at a time. C'est acceptable. It is comfortable. C'est confortable. Okay, c'est confortable. There are also the negations. It is, c'est. It's just one word. But if we want to say it is not, it isn't. It is not. Ce n'est pas. I have three words here. It is not, ce n'est pas. It is not possible, ce n'est pas possible. It is not comfortable, ce n'est pas confortable. It is not acceptable, ce n'est pas acceptable. Okay? You see, we can build sentences without having to go through a lot of grammar. It is important to study grammar, but we can use different methods to apply the French grammar in a natural way. Okay? Many people who are just like, you know, they don't know the language, they are in a country, they don't speak the local language, and they have to buy things, they have to ask for direction, they have to ask for information, and they don't speak the language. Believe me, they're going to pay attention to the way people are expressing different ideas, different informations, and so forth. So the thing is, if I'm explaining things and you do not pay attention, it's like you're just wasting your time. So be careful. Really be careful. Pay attention. It is not. We can add a word. Possible, acceptable, impossible. Okay. Now, we want to say, for instance, it is not acceptable for me. For me. Pour moi. Ce n'est pas acceptable pour moi. In French, the you, Y-O-U, can be formal or informal. Meaning, let's say, you like, tu aimes. Formal, vous aimez. It's not important right now, the word, the verb. So tu, tu, is informal. Vous is formal. Okay. So if I want to say for you, it is acceptable for you, I can say pour vous, formal, but here, pour toi, T-O-I. If the sentence starts with a you, you're sure it's going to be tu. Okay, tu, T-U. If we have a preposition like for you, pour toi. With you, avec toi. So as long as a sentence, we have a you at the beginning of a sentence, we know we will be using tu, tu. Okay? So it is acceptable for you. It is, c'est acceptable, acceptable for you, pour vous, formal, pour toi, informal. It is not, ce n'est pas acceptable for you, ce n'est pas acceptable pour vous, or pour toi. Let's add a tiny word. Very, très, T-R-E-S. There's an accent on the E. Très. I don't pronounce the S here. I'm not going to say tres. No, très. It is not very comfortable for you. It is not very comfortable for you. Ce n'est pas très confortable pour vous, pour toi. In French, we saw comme ci, comme ça. Like this, like that. That's a literal translation. Like this, like that. Okay. We don't say that in English. So. Comme ci, comme ça. I want you to focus on comme ça. That will be the most important part here. Comme ça, like that. Or that way. It is not possible like that. It is not possible like that. Ce n'est pas possible comme ça. It is possible like that. It is, c'est possible like that, comme ça. Okay? So far, we've been talking about the words ending in ible, able, able. It is possible, it is acceptable, it is impossible. The negation, it is not possible, it is not acceptable. We added for me, pour moi, for you, pour toi, pour vous. We know there is an informal and formal you in French. And we added the word very, très. You see, you can already make different sentences. Okay? Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be making different videos. Follow me here. You can send me an email anytime you want. I mean, don't bother me 24/7. But I'm available if you have constructive questions. And if you have any questions concerning the French culture, I can also help you. Voilà. So you see, it's not that difficult. Bye-bye.